Hi and welcome to RC Kicks. On today's show I've got two kits to show you. Now these are fully built and I was lucky enough to acquire these about 2 weeks ago. So the first car here is the Ford Zakspeed Turbo Capri. This is sitting on the TT02 chassis and was released under kit 58578, released on the 25th of September 2013. This kit was also released as an XB build, that it was basically built and so you could buy it without having to do with painting and installing or electronics and stuff like that, and that was under 57863. Now if you're getting a bit like me, you will know the Ford Capri. The Ford Capri was released between November 1968 and December 1986. It was designed by an American called Phil T. Clark, who was also involved in the Ford Mustang. Now everyone must have heard of the Ford Mustang. Now the Ford Zakspeed Turbo you see here is a 1/10 scale modelled on the 1978 race car. It scored 4 pole positions and a win in Division 2 on the last race of the season. Unfortunately, it was plagued by reliability issues that stopped the car from achieving more than it could on that year. With some turbo changes made, the following year car performance improved. In 1979, with 3 Capri cars dominating the Division 2. After such a strong dominance in Division 2, it was time to push the Capri into Division 1 with the big boys. Yeah, that's a lot harder than Division 2. With this division came more engine changes, with the engine getting bored out from 1.7 litres and the twin turbos being put back in. This pushed this little tiny Capri to 600 horsepower. Can you imagine driving a Capri with 600 horsepower? The Capri was now lapping 10 seconds quicker than the Division 2 cars and was finally dominating in Division 1, resulting in it actually winning the DRM in 1980. Unfortunately, other teams pushed the governing body to ban the Capri due to just how much aero it had, and they just couldn't implement that on their own cars. You would think that that would have just been pushed out as development, but no, the governing body banned the aero and actually stripped all the points from the car, taking the 1980 win from them and handing it to Lancia. It's a bit strong if you ask me. The story doesn't end there, so if you would like to know more about the epic story of this Capri, head over to Drive Tribe. I'll put a link down here where it's got the whole full story, and it's a brilliant explanation of how the car came to be and what happened after that. So Tamiya brought this kit out, and a year later a second livery version of this car came out under 58590. And there was also an XB version that was released a month later as well. Now it's a funny looking car, especially if you don't know the Capri, but it's absolutely beautiful. It was so admired that even the German people gave it a nickname for being such an amazing car. So let's take a better look at this kit. Now this kit is actually up on eBay at the moment. It was painted up, it was done really well. Now the main difference between this one and the normal ones is the previous owner is the previous owner has fitted a bespoke driver and roll cage into this car, and he did a reasonably good job. You could probably improve the painting a little bit, but the actual execution is pretty nice, so I'm really happy with that. Also he removed the gold wheels and put these white wheels, which I think suit it really well. He's actually put drift tyres on the back and rubber on the front. Now this car's never been driven, it's just sat on the shelf. It's standard TT02 stuff. It's got a motor in it, but it's a standard silver can, and it's got a steering servo in it, but it's never been driven. So I quite like, it's a funny looking car and it's actually quite large, but with the interior driver on it, it's quite a quirky car and I do like it. And I was kind of umming and ahhing about keeping it, but I can't really. So I put it up to sell it, and then hopefully later on I'll be able to put that money to another kit to bring on the show. So that was the Capri. Now the next kit, the second kit I have for you to show you today is the Buggyra Fat Fox. Now this is a 1/14 racing truck under a TT01 Type E chassis, and it was released on the 26th of January 2019 under kit 58661. This truck was raced in the 2018 European Truck Racing Division by 2017 winner Adam Lack. This kit has unique rims designed just for this truck, and I really like them. If you take a look, you can see that they look perfect, little tiny truck rims, and the way that the tyres sit, they actually look really good. I think Tamiya did a brilliant job of this truck, and believe it or not, this is a truck that I've been interested in getting myself. So I threw in some electronics and I took it for a bit of a spin, and I quite like the way it handled. Now I'd like to do one myself, so I'll probably end up buying a new kit and then building it on the show, as this is not in its livery. Obviously it should be in white. The previous owner did this in yellow, but he also added in grime and dirt to make it look more like it's been track used. So it has like a sort of a dirty yellow sort of rain marks on the front, which that kind of does work and does look like that, but that's not really what I'm after. I haven't put this one up for sale yet because I was umming and ahhing about whether I should just put a new body on it myself or whether just sell it. But it'll probably just go up for sale soon on eBay. But it drives very well. It's a little bit top heavy, but I really liked it. So that's the two kits. So what do you think? Do you a big Capri fan? There's actually getting people are very interested in this car. So it's got a real sort of following to it. As for the truck, I don't know how successful the truck was. I kind of like it, mainly because it's very different. I don't have any trucks, but it's sitting on a car chassis pretty much. But yeah, I may end up getting that. Anyway, thanks very much. Just a quick one to show you some cars that are passing through, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Check out one of these RC Kicks videos for some more RC fun.